behind the president's budget plan, White House Budget Director Peter Orszag. And he is fast becoming a power player in the administration. The story from national political correspondent Jessica Yellen.
He's the youngest member of the president's cabinet, an increasingly public face of the Obama economic team.
Barack Obama.
And a cooperative target of White House jokes. In a meeting with congressional leadership, the president teased Peter Orszag for this photo, which ran in the New York Times.
And I said, yes, I'm super nerd. And the whole room cracked up. But I don't think I was self-described.
As a nerd?
Yes.
Neither would People magazine. Its website called him one of the Obama team's hunks. A marathon runner, he lives off Diet Coke, and he'll need it. President Obama has tasked Orszag with cutting the budget deficit in half and helping to get health care done this year. A professional economist, Orszag has long argued that large-scale health care reform is essential to fixing the deficit.
And we'll have to see where that legislative process goes, but I think the goal should be universal coverage.
He was one of the key negotiators in the final hours for the stimulus deal, which prompted Senator Harry Reid to declare,
"He's a natural. He's a brilliant man."
And he won the trust of fiscal conservatives when he ran the Congressional Budget Office.
I think Peter's one of the best things that President Obama has going for him when it comes to bipartisanship.
Recently, Orszag got some unexpected attention. He accidentally forced an evacuation of a White House office building when he lit some logs that were left by his fireplace. He didn't know the building's chimneys had been covered over.
And so while everything was venting down here, 2 or 3 floors up, there was smoke filling a room.
But he quickly came up with a joke to make light of it.
Rom wanted me to send some smoke signals to the Hill, or I'm the budget director, come on, I was just trying to save a little money on the heating costs.
And Jessica Yellen live from Washington now. Jessica, you know, we talked about it last hour with our senior medical correspondent, Elizabeth Cohen. The president and his team, including Peter Orszag, are putting a very large emphasis on health care in this budget.
That's right, Tony. And as you heard Peter Orszag say there, they believe that healthcare reform is the key to cutting the fiscal hole that the nation's in. And the budget they've laid out paves the way for a massive overhaul of the healthcare system. So compare it to the Clinton years, where they laid out a detailed policy but asked Congress to help find a way to pay for it. This time, President Obama's team says they're learning from the mistakes of the past. They've found a way to start paying for it, and they'll work with Congress on the details of what that reform should look like. And as you've heard, Tony, right now they've identified a way to get about $634 billion for healthcare reform over the next 10 years through a variety of mechanisms to help raise that money.
Jessica Yellen from Washington for us. Jessica, appreciate it. Thank you.